It's true though.
We are live. Trying to
What's up, everyone? What's going on? How you doing, Alan?
I'm doing fabulous, man. How are you? You
I
good?
haven't talked to you all day, man. It's been one of those days.
It has been one of those days. I was
working stuff. Work sucks.
I had clients all day. But there's lots of good success stories on the Holy Trinity and No Morbidity Alchemy. Lots of good success stories from them.
And there's going to be more now that we have more distribution with Sprouts and everything on board. Like, it just makes it more accessible to people. And it makes it where people who might not have heard of us will see it and buy it and get these amazing results that everybody's getting. I'm really excited about it personally. I mean, that makes me happy.
Yeah, me too. So for the audience, I think we have a really neat situation here, right? Marc and I haven't had a chance to talk all day. So that's very rare. Normally we shoot each other whatever the topics are, we talk about all day long, right?
Yes.
Today, this is very rare. So there is this viral trend going on Twitter, X, whatever we want to call it, and it's about these girls dancing, and people are it's this. It's like such a sad statement on our culture, but Marc and I
found it.
Oh, I can't talk. You found it? Okay. Marc and I.
I gotta play it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Whoa. This guy, I don't know if I want this guy off. We probably should ban him, even though he just gave us money.
Yeah, dude,
you can't have the. I'm sorry. Even if you give us $1, man, we can't have the N word. I mean, I can't, bro. I mean, appreciate the dollar. I mean, you can't. I don't even care if you're black. You just can't do it.
Hang on, let me get a screenshot of that.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I hate to. Here's our favorite guy with that Ian Miles Ching Gong guy, who everybody loves. All right, you guys seeing this?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Marc, they get the idea. Okay, Marc.
Where is it?
It's too funny. All right, so
that was nice.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Where'd it go?
We have a lot of people on Twitter that are going back and forth. Some people are pissed about this, right? Marc, what do you think? What do you think of this?
I think it's fucking awesome. It's a bunch of girls having fun. They're not, it appears, I don't even know if they have alcohol. It just looks like they're being active. I mean, they're dressed in fucking pants. Like they're wearing pants. They're not even wearing slutty clothes. I mean, I wouldn't even be mad if like my daughter was in that crowd dancing. That I don't understand, of all things to get upset about. We're upset about girls dressed in conservative, non-revealing clothing, dancing in a non-sexually, that was not sexual, that was dancing. No. They weren't twerking. There was no butt moving up and down. Now I understand the Stanley Cups upset a lot of people. But I mean, my daughter's white. She has a Stanley Cup. I don't understand, Alan. Of all things we get mad at, we're getting mad at girls dancing in a non-seductive way.
Not to mention that, but that's clearly rehearsed. Like they've all practiced. So they've exhibited teamwork together. They've exhibited perseverance. They all look to be in decent shape. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is the problem? Like, the conservatives are the ones that have the problem with this, I think, and I just don't even fucking understand what is wrong with you people. Like, so how you'd want them to just magically stay in shape? It's so mind numbing. Like, I don't, I it's yeah, it's like somebody just said, it's a sorority thing. They probably
but
practiced
they're
forever.
not being lewd. Like sorority, I used to call them sororities. because I mean they do have a reputation.
Well,
And I mean, I'm not saying all sorority girls, but I mean, that was like the
you
joke.
know
I'm
what
not
I mean?
saying
I'm ancient. We're not talking sorority girls. You're not dragging me down there with our ADHD. It's not happening.
okay, I'm sorry. I got carried away. But here's the deal, man. I'm like, I saw this pop up and what is Ian, that dude? This video is offending people on the internet. What am I missing? Okay, so Ian's actually taking, because what he does is he's making a lot of money just grifting on
Yeah.
stuff that
Oh
he
yeah.
doesn't even live in. That what I love about this guy, this Ian Miles guy, is
Yeah.
he doesn't even live in America. He's in Malaysia,
Awesome.
and the dude is just like speaking as this right-wing American, where he's this like, dude with a cleft palate who lives in Malaysia.
That's
I
awesome.
love him. God, don't hate the player,
Hey,
hate the
no,
game.
that dude's fucking brilliant then. Brilliant. Because you know what? He brings up, like, I at least find good topics with him. I'm like
Yes.
50-50 on some of the shitty posts, but I'm 50-50 with a lot of people. I don't give a fuck, you know. But here's what I don't understand. Like, what do we want from a society? Because to me, that was people having a good time, just like you said. They could, and my thing is, even if they did have alcohol, they weren't that drunk because they were all in unison. I just don't fucking get it, right?
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't understand.
it almost reminded me of like country line dancing. That's what it
It,
reminded me of, except
and
with hip hop beat. I don't,
yeah,
and
exactly.
I mean, they were cute girls dancing. And I say that not to be the creepy old guy, but like
Yeah,
those were cute girls dancing in a non-sexual. If that was sexually seductive to you, I'd like to show you like the waltz. It's like that was not like they were dancing. Like there's no way to dance without things shaking and moving,
yeah,
except
yeah,
for the robot. They could have done the robot.
yeah. They would have been bounced around. I mean, like they you know. I just don't know what we want from these young people, right? I know that I think we should encourage that shit. Whatever that was, like all those, like they were all active, like they're
They
all at
were
least
fit,
trying to learn.
attractive
What the
young
fuck?
ladies dancing while in fully, like they were fully covered. Some of them were
Right.
even covered on the arms and legs. They had these weird, like jean attachments, the
Yeah.
little tassel thing. Those were nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I saw this and it was like, when I say it was on my feed, it seemed like everybody was fucking posting about it. And I'm like, man, I'm ready to be pissed off. Like, I'm fucking ready to be pissed off. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I mean, I'm looking at it like if I was like 20 years younger, I'd be like, I need to get some of these girls' numbers. These look like nice girls. I mean, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the hell? The tango. That was it. That's what I was looking for, Jessica. The tango
Yeah.
tango is crazy. Like when Arnold did that shit on that movie with what's it, Jamie, the one with the child.
True lies.
Yeah. True Lies. I'm like, that was sexy. This was not.
Yeah.
This was just dancing and fun.
No.
Conservative.
So
Here's the thing, though. I got a question. I want to like ADHD this a little bit. Charlie
yeah.
Kirk, good or bad?
I don't really watch his stuff, so I don't know. I hate to say that, but like
He
I
he
just I found
It
it to be
seems
a
like
little grifty. So
he grabs onto race a little much for me. So does Candace Owens. I think Candace, it's like if there's a way to take the side that black people aren't on, she will find the way. She's like, so what do black people think? All right, I'm going to go with the other way. It doesn't matter
I
how absurd it is. She'll just pick the other side.
I don't know about that, but I
You
do.
don't
I mean,
think so?
it's all not
It
to
seems
that
like
extreme,
it.
but my where she loses like, and I here's where they all lose me, like Kirk and all them. They get very preachy, like religiousy, like so.
Religiously.
They're religiousy.
Candace Owens be like, black people be like, hey, you know what? Slavery was bad. Candace Owens like, hold on a second. Here's why slavery was good.
That would be
Here's,
that's fucked up. That's fucked
let me,
up.
hey man, people had 3 hots and a cot. They were hanging out. It was great. There was soul food. It was fucking
Did she
awesome.
actually did she actually say that?
No,
Oh my god,
I
dude.
hope not. I hope
And the
not.
crazier thing is you just thought of all that right off the top of your head.
Man, yeah, I had that post today. So I got in trouble with my kids today. I
Oh
did
no.
get in trouble
What
with
the
my
fuck happened?
children. Yeah, because so I'm at the gym and like Katie said I was training my wife, which is fine. I mean, we train together, and I get into my set, and she said something like, "You're acting like a gorilla or something." Yeah, I got that gorilla dick, and she said, "Do gorillas have big penises?" I'm like, I don't know. And then I looked it up, and the average gorilla's penis is 3 to 6 centimeters. Now, I was assuming that since it was a large ape type creature, that there's going to be a large penis, like horses, big penis, donkeys, big penis. Dude, primates have insanely small penises. Oh, chimpanzees are about 3 times the size of gorillas, I found out. So I'm like, this is amazing. So I screenshot and I put it on my Instagram, and my daughter came home fucking mad because apparently all their friends were screenshotting and Snapchatting them. Like, what the fuck is your dad up? And I know all these kids, and they're like,
Oh my
what the
god.
fuck's wrong with your dad? So I have another story that this one got me in
Oh,
a lot of trouble.
oh
So
my god. Too
you
funny.
ever you follow a couple bodybuilders, or at least they come on your feed because you follow me, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
so there's a thing where you post, like, if your glutes are in insanely good condition, you post them, like just your ass. And Instagram has no problem with it. So it was the night before Masters USA, and Jose's like, hey, are you glutes in? I'm like, I can't fucking see them.
Oh my
So
god.
I took the camera and I took the picture, and my butt was just shredded. And I sent you the picture. You know the picture.
Yes, you did.
And
Yes.
but that was like a private
That
thing.
was that was awesome. That was great. That was
And
out
and,
of
and
no out of no place. Mark's like, hey,
so I was
ass.
like, yeah, should I
Nice.
post it? And then I noticed like some other guys were posting their glutes. And I'm like, well, I won the fucking show. I'm fucking posting my glutes. So I posted my glutes. It didn't go. I had to delete it, man. I had to delete it because, like, my wife got mad. Like, my wife calls me yelling at me. My daughter's yelling at me. And, like, it was a hot thing at Ravenwood High School is that all the girls were sending pictures to Cammy. Like, is this your dad's ass?
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
I I don't feel bad at all. I'm a
dude, that
bodybuilder. It's
is.
like it's what
Oh,
we
that's
get
funny.
judged on. I
Yeah.
don't feel bad. And
It's also
honestly,
what
I'm
your
like,
yeah. It's what your
I'm
kids
like,
get judged on too, buddy.
well, I mean, you're their dads don't have any muscle on their ass. Like
I
your
know.
dad has a muscular ass, and my daughter's gonna need so many fucking years of
Oh,
counseling. Like
just
that
so
poor
many,
girl. dude
so
dude
many.
the stories, like, dude, like we're at the New York Pro, and we're sitting in the hotel room of a guy we both know, and we're just talking, and he's sitting there just having a conversation about bikini girls taking trend and their clits growing to like this size. And
Yeah,
my daughter's like in the room.
yeah.
She's like,
Oh
what?
my god, dude.
Daddy,
Dude.
I want to go home. I'm like, I
Yeah.
didn't say it. Oh shit, ADHD, Mark. Sorry.
We how did we fucking get here, dude? We
How do
are
we earn a living?
we are 14 minutes in and you have said penis and clit so many times. It's
And
crazy
gorilla
already.
dick, gorilla,
And gorilla dick
chimpanzee,
and
and
gorilla dick.
horses. Horses have
We're
huge
just
penises.
see every Mark and I also play this game normally every day. Like, hey, on my channel, it's monetized,
Oh, we already were
the
demonetized for
video.
this one. We haven't even said anyone.
There is no fucking way, no way this is staying monetized.
No, it will,
Whatever.
because we're not saying it. It's all jest. Like, you could curse, you could talk about this. We just can't. Like, even the one from yesterday is good. The one on the U.S. Airman one with the fire, that one's good. This one will be fine. They just like to, when we get all the views is when we don't get paid. They're just screwing us. I mean,
Oh
that's
my
the
god.
only, like, dude. Have you ever listened? Like, Timcast is way more racy than us.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
They talk
I don't
about
listen.
way more controversial stuff.
I watch their highlights. I don't listen to all of Timcast.
Oh, I
I like
can't listen
them.
to any
Yeah,
podcast
yeah,
for over
dude.
a certain amount.
I can't do that. You know, like, and that's one of the things that I think that has helped me out my ADHD out is like I'll if I can watch the snippets, man, I'm good because that's what works for me. Um, how the fuck did we get here?
Hey, what about we were talking about white girls dancing, and
Oh,
somehow we
so
got to like gorilla
some
dick.
somebody so yeah, somehow from there we got to Gorilla Dick. That was really that's a fucking leap. Anyway,
They have very small
that's
penises.
that is some kind of fucking record. It really is though. Anyway, that's in the ADHD Hall of Fame right there.
Oh
But
God, I
God, now
quit.
I'm lost. Jesus, fuck.
What about the election?
Yeah, let's get on to the election. I'm telling. Oh no, wait. I know what I was going to say. It was somebody in the chat said it was because people were mad that they were dancing the rap music, you know, or
I
something
love
like that.
rap
Like,
music, dude. In high school, bro. So at my brother-in-law's wedding, um, like Katie and I, like people were shot. Like we went to a high school that was very rap centric, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
A lot of people who went to our high school really enjoyed rap music,
yeah,
if you know what I'm saying. And Katie's got a very large ass. And when you dance with a person with a large ass, you don't even have to know how to dance, you just have to follow the booty. And y'all girls know what I'm saying. And she can move like she was a cheerleader. It might not look like it because she's a 43-year-old homemaker, housewife, whatever the politically correct term is. I think both of those are politically incorrect, but yeah, so we can move like, so we're breaking it down, and like people just got the fuck out of the way because we're like, okay, like at weddings, Katie and I are we're the business, like we will break it
You're
down.
the business. Yeah,
We're the business, but you can only dance to hip hop music. I can't country line dance. I can only do something that I call follow the booty. If there is a female in front of me with a large booty who happens to always be my wife, all I got to do is just follow the booty.
Follow the booty.
Man, I look like goddamn Chris Brown on that stage. I am just rocking it out. I'm moving like I'm like Deion Sanders doing an end zone touchdown dance. I'm like Ray Lewis in the pregame. I'm moving around because I love booty. I love dancing. I love moving around, and it has to be hip hop music. It has to, because hip hop music is the greatest music to dance to, and everybody knows. Have you ever tried dancing to fucking Green Day? Yeah, exactly. White people can't,
pit, right?
And fucking Metallica, like unless there's no punching anybody in rap music unless you get in a fight outside the club. There's just ass moving around and you follow it. Am I wrong, ladies?
Yeah. No, it's the basics.
I love ass. I love ass, Alan. I love it.
Yeah, I've heard. We were
I
just
love
talking
it.
about yours a little bit ago.
Yeah, yeah, not my own. I can't reach.
Yeah,
yeah, Jessica. I knew Jessica. You're one of the. Jessica be doing this shit right here. She's the one in front doing that thing.
Yeah. So you just have to follow. Yeah.
And then you just, your crotch is like automatically magnetically attracted to the booty. You don't even have to dance.
Yeah. It takes care of everything.
I love booty. God.
So, yes.
Women have women's asses. Like, I don't discriminate, like little booty, big, but like, it's like something about a woman's ass. It's the greatest thing in the world. It is the best thing in the world. There's nothing better than a woman's ass. Like, it is just the most amazing
thing. Thing better. One thing I can think of.
Well, I mean, but they're in direct proximity with each other, so I'm gonna combine them as one solid term.
Combine them as the one solid thing. Yes,
they're next door neighbors, bro.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing better than that. As long as, you know, as long as we still got the kitty going on, we're good. We're good.
Yeah,
then I completely agree with you.
God, I love
Marc,
booty.
So, by the way, so if all of your daughter's high school friends, if they followed Instagram, do they watch this shit?
I hope to God they don't. Well, can you imagine like Joe Rogan's daughter and
I know.
I mean, I think it's just part of having someone who's different, right? Like most of these guys are like, at the end of the day, I can relate to these kids because I still compete and I'm still able to think outside the box and be myself and speak about topics. And I'm more relatable. Obviously, you know, if you're my kid, you either adapt to it or you're like, oh shit, here he is again.
Yeah. God damn it. You know, Should I be listening to this at cocktail time? Yeah, whatever you want. Call it a
Oh,
day.
what were I'm sorry, I interrupted you just. I was the booty. It got in my brain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. I'm supposed to remember what I was going to say, but I do. Crazy enough. So if it's about the rappers, like the rap music thing, like one of my best friends is a rapper, like a national touring rapper. You know what I mean? Like he's white, of course. He's a white redneck rapper, but he's a very good rapper. So he's one of my very best friends, you know? And I was unaware that like rap music was black people music because the best rapper ever is Eminem, white guy, and there's tons of white rappers right now that are extremely good. So I don't even I don't understand how that would be a thing. Even more so that I don't even understand like why the fuck would we care? Like, is we're like shouldn't my playlist has everything from like Green Day and all that shit because I've seen they're from my time. You know what I mean? Like it's
I
weird to me
like
that
Green
people.
Day. I don't care if they're
Oh,
woke. I love their music. I don't
no,
care if they hate Trump. I don't care.
no,
It's
yeah,
good
I don't
music. It's
care.
like, oh, I'm throwing in my Green Bay. I'm like, it's still good music. It doesn't matter if they
Sure.
think Trump and MAGA suck.
Sure.
They're still genius. They're still great artists. Like, what am I going to listen to if like people are like, oh, you still have Netflix? I'm like, yeah, I'm watching Ballers right now and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I have Netflix, asshole.
Well, why would I give a fuck what they say about anything else? Like I like how you sing, motherfucker. Why would I give a fuck what you say about anything else? Like like especially you know they're all on drugs. Like they're all of them. Like it's like all these musicians are like, oh my goodness, you should listen to me, and that's immoral to do that shit. Like fucker, you used to lick cocaine off a fucking hooker's titty, and you're telling us what's immoral. You know, like shut the fuck up. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, these people they try to like they're part of the ring that visited the island. They either are or they know people that are. They're all sick. Why the fuck do we care about what they fucking think about anything else?
Yeah.
Entertain me, earn your fucking societal keep, and shut the fuck up.
Just
That's
like
the
I
same thing.
agree.
People don't
Yeah.
need to listen to us either. I understand that, but I don't. Why would I care about what Green Day has to say about anything? Like, as far as I know, even though I'm not like as famous as they are, I have never been a fucking drug addict. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so
can I mean it's also worldview, right? Like
yeah,
I don't know if we can really blame these people because hear me out, hear me out. I know it's going to be weird. I like doing the devil's advocate thing, but like
yeah,
when I lived in California, I was pro socialism. Actually, I was sort of pro socialism, but at one point I
sure,
was like, is communism has to be the greatest, right? Because
sure,
everybody's is just as great. Everybody gets
yeah,
paid and you don't have to stress. So I'm like, at the beginning, from the lay point of view. So if that's all you know, if all you know is one
mhm,
point of view, and you're surrounded
mhm,
by people who all have that opinion, it's
right,
really hard to break through. And it was hard for me to break through. And it took actually paying taxes to actually realize and question everything.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then notice when it really all came about. I mean, 2020 threw me over the edge, but I think
yeah,
between being overtaxed in Illinois and owning businesses and seeing our corporate tax rate where it is, and then seeing different areas of the country and then how schools are and then moving to a red state from a blue
mhm,
state twice because I
yeah,
moved from California to North Carolina, which was a red state at the time. Now it's purple.
yeah,
And then I moved
yeah,
from Illinois to Tennessee. So I'm not what you would consider a standard conservative. I grew up as a young man in the hood and a Jewish man in the hood in California in the inner city. So it's like, okay, um, I don't have that. I don't have that normal what you would call like bred into conservatism. I learned my viewpoint, which I wouldn't even consider conservatism. I'd call it a nuanced, independent view of the world based on how
right,
I view each subject independently.
right,
That would be so. I don't like being lumped in with conservatives, but I'm
right,
okay with it because most of my values align with
uh-huh,
conservatism, which, by the way, most of the politicians don't.
yeah, yeah. I'm the same spot. Like me and you, we break apart in a few different areas. I think I'm way more radical than you,
You
but
quite
like,
yes, you're
yeah,
more.
like
I'm
Mark's
not.
like okay, we're going to vote this way. I'm like, yeah, but eventually we're going to have to kill these fuckers. You know, like, you know, like, I'm like,
um,
yeah,
I'll probably end up like with what is it, Occam's razor. I'm gonna end
yeah,
up over with you sooner than I
yeah,
know it. But right now, I'm
yeah,
gonna try and maintain my political correctness.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
but
you've
yeah, I
got
mean,
you know,
death penalty. I'm starting to come over on. By the way,
yeah,
because of this whole like movement to normalize the minor attracted persons, aka pedophiles, and
yep,
I'm one of now. It's like maybe Alan's right.
yeah,
so
yeah,
so you can probably in the next couple years, the way I'm trending, you could
yeah.
probably say I told you so.
Well, it's like when you think of the gravity, like the gravity of the situation about like the whole Epstein shit, dude. We're
Oh
not going
my
to be able
god.
to imprison. We're not going to be able to imprison them all. Like, think about
Nope.
this, right? We can't imprison them all because it's not just the person. This is an island. So
Yep.
all these are very rich people. There are other people that facilitated this that aren't those very rich people. They're those rich people's handlers. Like, we would not be able to imprison them all. These are rich, powerful people. Wood chipper. Just saying. Like we've got mulch. You know, like we could have them start like actually serving back to fertilize the land and stuff like
Yep.
that. I think it's the option, right?
so so going back to politicians, here's what's really fascinating about this election that has never happened before, and it's kind of scary to me because it means that now number one is what's going to happen is no one's going to want to run because if you win, you know that when you're done, you're going to jail. So that's what's going to happen because if Biden wasn't so close to, let's be real, like he's outlived the expectancy already and he's not in good shape. Like if you
Yeah.
ever, like look at, and I'm not again, like look at how spry and lively Trump is versus Biden.
Mhm.
Like
Oh
if
my
you're
God.
looking at them and you said to even a Democrat who's healthier and you didn't know who they were, they'd be like, well, the fat guy, he's killing it.
Yeah.
Like that guy looks younger than he did 5 years ago. So
Yeah.
I look at it this way, like what's going to happen is a lawfare versus presidents is going to become a thing where no one's going to want to run for office because what's going to happen is it's going to go from the president, then to the Senate, then the Congress, then to mayors. So it's going to become really bad because
Yeah.
let's be honest here. None of the charges against Trump's like, oh, he was a rapist. No, they actually found in court that he didn't rape her. He just said mean things after the fact. Okay, so it's like he didn't rape a girl. He was accused of that, and he has to pay money to her for no reason. And then he did something in real estate that everybody does every day, whoever does real estate, which is
Yeah.
say, so if you went, ask me what my house is worth,
Yeah.
your house is worth what you're willing to pay for it. And that's why the bank goes, it's worth $1 million. Then you go, no, I think it's worth $1.5 million. Bank goes, okay, fine. We'll value it at 1.3. Here's your loan. That's how it works. It's how it works in commercial and residential real estate. So Trump is literally fined. By the way, who is he paying? Because there's no victim. The bank even said they got paid back in full and they would love to do business with them again. So where is Trump's fine of 370 whatever $1 million? Where's it going?
Yeah. Oh, that would be very interesting to find out.
I'm dead serious. Who's he paying, Alan? Is he paying the
just for those
city?
of
Is it
you?
going to immigrants?
Oh yeah, probably. No shit, probably. It's because that's what they're doing. There's as if there's not something better to do in that area. You know, the whole bullshit with this is that, like it's just like the papers thing, like the documents.
Oh God.
I got a newsflash. It's always been known that they take shit with them, like always.
I
They're
would.
presidents. They have the power to declassify the shit. Like so just by they are automatically declassifying it. We all know this. That it was such common knowledge that a vice president took a bunch of shit home. He's just too senile now that he's not vice president anymore to be held
Now he's
accountable.
president.
I mean,
Now he's
now he's
president.
fucking president.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
damn.
I just I just don't
They take
I
shit home
don't
too.
I don't think we're
You know?
going on a good path where
No.
where no one who's going to run for office. Like if you're like honestly like in a perfect world, Joe Rogan, Elon Musk,
Yeah.
shit, people get so mad at me for not hating Mark Cuban.
Yeah,
The guy is a billionaire. Well, his company's this. He's invested in a lot of companies since his first. So
yeah,
the initial company he made money on ended up
yeah.
flopping after he sold it. Here's the
But
thing,
this is the
though.
thing.
He built
Put
it to
people up
sell
there
it.
to counter. You
Yeah.
know.
So
You
so
know.
okay. I want Mark Cuban to run for office. I
Mhm.
want the best and brightest on both sides. Get Elon, get Cuban, get this. But you
Yeah.
know why they're never going to run? Because of this shit right here. Because
Yeah.
they'll lose all their money. Because here's the thing: Donald Trump, Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, they made money before politics. Joe
Yep.
Biden made nothing before politics. He's a fucking loser. So
Yeah.
if you get rich without politics, you have everything to lose. If
Yep.
you get rich with politics, you have nothing to lose.
Yeah. We've got to get away from this the prosecution of idea. Like recently, Tucker Carlson, he did that interview with Putin, right? They were like going to ban Tucker Carlson from a bunch of European countries, and like they were like worried they might not let him back in the United States, and then they just basically openly said like, don't listen to what anything that they say. Like you should listen to every bit of the news, like every bit of it. If it's going to be such propaganda, listen to every bit, every
Yes.
side, and decide for yourself. Think, look shit up, like research. It's that like you realize how bullshit it is when you do it like that. This crazy they wouldn't even let Trump on TV. They treated him like Voldemort for a year and a fucking half. They wouldn't let him on any social medias. Then they wouldn't even fucking talk about him on TV at all. They wouldn't even mention his fucking name, except for
Mm-hmm.
like anybody saying something that he did wrong that
To
they were
smear
now
him.
trying to blame it on. Right. And I'm not saying he's a good guy, but I would vote for him just because of that. Just because of how much for real, just because of how much they are trying to prosecute him. Because if we allow that shit to happen as people, whether you like Trump or dislike Trump, if we allow that shit to happen, for them to put him in jail for shit that everybody else does, we're all in big fucking trouble.
You're next.
Big trouble.
You're next. I mean, look how Canada's making it illegal for someone to think that you might say something hateful. Did you see that today?
Yes,
So
it's insane.
Canada, so if my neighbor goes to the cops, here's this in perspective, and says, "Hey,
This is
this
so
guy needs to
crazy.
be arrested because I think he might say something hateful that'll misgender me or whatever." They'll be like, "To the gulags you go."
Yeah.
And it's just really scary where we're going, because at the end of the day, the reason I was a Democrat, or at least partially a Democrat in the 90s, is because
Mhm.
Democrats were all about free speech. And I
Yes.
remember the Republicans. I remember Republicans, well, actually Tipper Gore, that not obviously not a Republican, but
Yeah.
there's an Eminem lyric talking about fuck Tipper Gore.
Yeah.
You guys remember that? I mean,
How do you remember that?
so there's but Democrats for the most part were like free love, freedom of speech, and all the rappers. Let me bring it back to rappers. I had a big First Amendment discussion in my media law class in college about Ice-T in Seattle,
Yeah.
Washington, and he had his song about the police, cop killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the argument we made in our media law class was, is that protected speech or is that incitement? Because he actually said, tonight in Seattle, Washington, we're going to get even. So that was a huge contentious debate we had in a class. So I bring it back to Democrats were the ones protecting Ice-T for saying that, where
Yeah.
Republicans were like, no, rap is bad. Ice-T is
Mhm.
inciting. We're going to throw you in jail.
Yeah.
So I look at it like this. None of the parties care about free speech. It's just which one's
No.
going to choose which side to get the votes that year.
Yeah. No, but they don't care. Well, neither side cares about free speech or the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Because if they did, any state that would have tried to restrict our gun ownership in any way, the federal government would have done their job and stopped the state from doing it. That's the federal government's supposed to be oversight so we can maintain our rights. The states are supposed to run most of everything. But we got what we got. I mean, god damn, like people they literally are trying to have their political opponent arrested. There is valid evidence, known proven evidence of very serious issues with the voting from 2020. it looks like it was not an accident, that there was tampering. It's reality. Many of you don't want to enter it, but it does exist. You have to get there faster, because the problem is these people are not going to stop with Donald Trump. They're not going to stop with Donald Trump. If they get him done and put away, or even something worse, it is going to be crazy for a minute, and then it's slavery. Believe it. Like they're arresting their political opponents. That cannot stand. That cannot stand, and us be free people. It would be the end. If he goes to jail, it's the end of freedom. It's the end of the United States. They're trying to end it right now, doing it. But if he gets arrested as as a political opponent for bullshit that everybody knows is bullshit, it is the end of the United States.
How do you think that'll be due to civil uprising?
No, I think they'll take over. I think they'll take over. I think I think they will be ready and waiting, and they will already have pre-knowledge, and then they will go for it. But I think they'll seize control.
Who's
I
they?
really do. Like, for real, I think the people that own Pfizer, the people that own them, like
Oh shit.
yeah, the WEF, the World Economic Forum. I really
So the
do.
WF owns Pfizer.
The WF is basically a consortium of the richest people in the fucking world, like the
Mm.
people that people like that. Pfizer, I believe, is owned by Vanguard and BlackRock.
Oh,
So
that's great.
yeah, yeah, like as majority owners, but most of them are, dude. I mean, they own most of everything. So, like they own almost the entirety of the pharmaceutical industry, or portions of between them, State Street, Vanguard, and BlackRock. They own everything, like trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars.
So that's why they
That's
were
not
able to
that's
do
not that's not
2020.
conspiracy. That's not conspiracy theory. They are the huge secret hedge funds that are in charge of fucking trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars of the economy, of the world economy. Trillions and trillions. Like
That
it's
is
like a humongous.
that's bananas. That's crazy.
It's what's crazy to me is that is not public. Like that is not like just people should be talking about that constantly. How it is not talked about constantly drives me insane.
Well,
You can
because
look
where are
it
you going to
up.
say it?
Like that.
Where are you going
And,
to say it? The media is funded by them. That's who pays for their ads.
yeah,
Pfizer is
yeah,
75% of all ad revenue for every media outlet.
yeah,
Who are you going to tell? Unless you have a
yeah.
YouTube channel and a big platform. And God bless the Tim Pools of the world. And I hate always seem
Yeah.
like I'm riding his balls, but like, dude, he hit not just him, but other platforms who are
All of
able
them.
to spread these information. We need
All of
more
them.
of them.
Yeah, everybody needs to speak up, and it's time to stand up. It's people do not grasp what's going on here. America is like the last bastion of freedom. Like you can ask people around the world. If America falls, so does the world. The, they are trying to take over. They want a one world government.
Jeez.
Read the room. Like read the room. What the fuck do you think the WF is? World Economic Forum. They want to control the world economy. You control the world economy, you rule the planet. Period. It's like, I mean, people all know it because the economies are set up. Nobody in America, if America's economy stopped, it's like 90% of people will die. Like, it's
Yes.
like because the food stops and most people can't get their own food. Most people can't cook in America. Like so, like this is how fucked up it is. That's how in control that deep down we all know that they are, right? Deep down we
Yeah.
all know that they're really, really in control because they could like, I'll stand up to them. Billy Rob, you're gonna have to go get gas down at the station, Billy Rob. They'll just turn the station off. Then you can't drive no place. They can do that. People don't want to admit that deep down. Like the deep down of like we are already enslaved. They could fuck us if they wanted to. 2020 showed that they could. They're just deleting bank accounts and shit because they feel like they can. Fucking JP Morgan and Chase deleted a black man's bank account. They took $1 billion of a black man's money in 2022 and nobody did shit. like,
You know,
it was, we burnt down cities in 2020 for Black Lives Matters, and Nobody said shit when a black man had $1 billion taken from him by JP Morgan and Chase. Nobody said shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find it, but Libs of TikTok, Kaya, I think her name is.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
posted a thing today where someone emailed emailed the school district about something about a book being in the library, and
Yeah.
Gmail deleted her email. They suspended
Get
her
the fuck
Gmail
out of
account.
here.
I
So
got
this
I
is
got to
what's going to
find it.
happen. Here's my biggest worry, people. So, and I promise you, if this does happen, here's where you can find me. I will still be on Spotify. That is being updated as we speak. My
Found it.
son is doing a good job. It's going to be updated, and I'm still going to be on X. I'll just do all this shit on X,
Yeah, I'm on
and
Spotify as well.
yeah. So because
I'm on Spotify and X, and
yeah.
here, that's
Yeah,
about it.
you would just have to do the comments live, but I'm worried that the Google AI will they'll eventually let it run Google, and then they'll just delete us.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. That's not bad at all. So
Yeah.
here's the screenshot. And basically Google just disabled her email account. I don't know what was in the email, but there's nothing that could be in there where an email carrier can delete your email account unless you're threatening to, like, do something violent to a government building or a person.
Yeah.
If this woman just wrote, "Hey, I don't understand this whole, like, they're banning books." No, they're like, why don't we just put Hustler in the school library then?
It's
Like,
insane.
these, have you seen the pictures in these books? And I am by no
Yes.
means a
It's
prude, but
hell no. Well, you were
so
just
it's
talking about your ass a little bit ago.
Jack, not Jackie. So it's like, hey, why is this in there? And they're like, deleted. I don't know
For
what's
real.
in Jack, not Jackie. I should look that up.
Mm, I don't
Well,
know.
I think that shouldn't be violating anything. I want to know what the book's about. It is a heartwarming picture book. I'm not going to go into the book. A big sister realizes sister Jackie doesn't like dresses, and let's see, she wants to play with mud and be a super bug. This book is published in partnership with GLAAD to accelerate LGBT inclusivity and acceptance. What does that mean? I didn't know they weren't included or accepted. What does that even mean?
Oh, God, what has happened to the word acceptance? Like, what the fuck do you people
What
want? And by you
is
people, I mean all you people that are in any category that you feel you need more acceptance. What the fuck
so
do any
here's
of you fucking want?
can I bring up something that really is not meant to be brought up? This is the
Why not?
conspiracy theory. Here's a conspiracy theory. Have you noticed a lot of the people pushing this agenda share something in common with me?
Do you have a penis?
A gorilla penis, actually. No, 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 no. Look at the last name.
That's so small. You know how old I am? Shit.
Silverman,
Give me a second.
dude. Silverman.
Oh, Jewish. Oh,
Have you noticed? And Jake Shields, MMA guy, he and I get along really great. He's very pro Palestine. I'm very pro America. I just don't want to talk about it. And it's not I know that my bias can get involved, so I'm just going to stay out of that one because my mom is from Israel. So I'm like, you guys fight. I'm gonna be here. Like, I'm not giving, if that offends you, that I'm not giving an opinion on it, so be it. At least not publicly. You know what I mean? I think I say enough stuff where I can reserve the right to not
yeah.
alienate, because I have a lot of Muslim friends, and I'll have discussions about it with Mike, who's a Muslim and
Yeah.
who's my
Yeah.
partner. We talk about it because we're very close friends, and Mike is a very smart man, but not everybody is nuanced enough to have these deep conversations and not let emotions get involved. Because you have Jews who hate Arabs, and you guys know you do,
Yeah.
and Arabs who hate Jews. It's biblical.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's been bred into you.
Yeah.
This hatred has been bred into your system,
Absolutely.
as it has mine. My mom was extremely racist against Arabic people. So I know that hatred that has been kind of pushed into my soul, I don't want to give it a chance to even speak up. So that's why I don't comment on it, because I cannot be, even if I think I'm objective, I'm not. Because I'm going to either overcompensate for my upbringing, or I'm going to or I'm going to be completely blindsided by my faith or by my not
Yeah.
my heritage.
I mean, it doesn't even need to be complete. Like it doesn't need to be, you know what I mean? Like it could just nudge you in either way. There's always
Basically,
bias
what
to
I'm
some
saying
extent.
is, why do all the people pushing this crazy child pornography? Why do they all have Jewish last names, Alan?
I don't know.
That's the
I don't
giant
know.
elephant in the room. Like, why? We're really not like we're really doing bad on conspiracy theories, Alan. We're doing bad. Okay, first it's like, nah, we don't control everything. Oh, let's ban a black guy. Let's just get rid of Kanye.
Jesus.
And then
I mean,
Kanye's
it's
like,
crazy.
Kanye's clawing back. You know, he's
Yeah.
like the Black David v Goliath, right? And then it's like, nah, dude, we're not into that child porn stuff, but we're writing all the books.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little,
Why are they
is
all
it what's
Jewish,
presented to
Alan?
us?
Why are they all
Why are we,
Jewish?
you're sticking it to me here, motherfucker.
Why?
But,
Don't if you
uh,
answer that, you're an anti-Semite.
well, yeah, I mean, like, you know what? I do think that it's to a certain degree that, if you look back, we always talk about this. What we're seeing right now is the fruition of like very serious ties from the past. Like look at all of Hollywood. All of Hollywood branches out from like the people that were famous 50 years ago. For like all these publishing houses and everything like that. Whose publishing house was it? Was it a Jewish publishing house? They hired Jewish people. They watched. They pretty much as minorities were bringing up their own. I'm sorry, but like I believe in that stuff. Like especially if it's like back then. Go ahead. Shit. That's how some stuff stays good. Like there's a few restaurants I can think of as a perfect example.
Yeah.
There is a place in Siesta Key, Florida. I can't even remember the name of the place, but it is a gelato place, and it's owned by an Italian family. And like they came over from Italy to open up this gelato place here, right? It is magnificent. It is unbelievable. If it was owned by Americans, it would not nearly be the same because it's the experience, it's everything. It's the original recipes. It's the thing that is their ethnicity is in the food, right? That is the
Uh-huh.
important thing about it, right? So it's how we are able to have differences in our people. We can't all be robots. We have to have diversity. What does this say?
So I actually thought this is a good set. I was actually just about to say it, and our good friend Enoch 87 Bear. God, you guys and your names. Ironically, we should follow suit as the Jews do. They keep stuff within their tribe. Americans should do that as American, but two are divided. I got a little, so I belong to a few clubs, some professional clubs. I belong to a Jewish club. I belong to a group of Jews who are local, and they're very nice people. And it's not like we're controlling the world. It's just like, hey guys, where do you get your dogs groomed?
Yeah.
Hey, I need it's like that kind of stuff. But like throughout history, and this could be just coincidence, but and this let me explain it. So Jews tend to stick together. They're very tribal. In
Huh?
fact, they are called the tribe. That's literally what we're known as.
Mm-mm.
Where if you meet another Jew, you're like, oh, are you a member of the tribe? When I was going on that show, American Grit, when I came into that room with all the producers, and they're like, oh, you're all Jewish. And they're like, are you a member of the tribe? So, and that's not because it's like I don't know these fucking people. It's like
Right.
Jews have been persecuted. And again, a lot of people have different stories. Here's my take on it. Here's a group of people who have extremely high IQs and are hated everywhere they go. And so in order to survive in every single country you drop them into, they have
Yeah.
this very strong familial and cultural bond. And if you've
Yeah.
ever been to a Jewish wedding, if you've ever been to a Jewish wedding, you understand that they don't like go to a Catholic wedding, it's Jesus this, Jesus that, God, God, God.
Right.
Jews spend 99% of the time talking about sticking together as a people and talking about loyalty and talking
Yeah.
about like all the shit that they went through. It's like, yeah, we were wandering
Yep.
the desert for like a fucking like a quarter of a century, so
Yeah.
and by the way, as far as old Jews being rich, nobody gave my parents that memo. I wish they
Yeah.
would have. I would have had a much cooler childhood.
Yeah. So I think it's a little different for your parents because your mother was actually like first generation over. If she would have been,
Yeah.
if you would have been from like old school Jewish stuff, I mean, you might be because
We
like,
don't a deli or something or a bank.
well, here's something that I'm gonna use my best friend as a Jew card to say. Uh, But Jewish people have a history of being like multi-generational households too. Like they have a history of strong familial ties in America,
Mhm.
where it's like they all like live together until like grandma lives with the kids, the grandkids and like that. It's just different floors or grandma suites and stuff like that. They all watch their own money. They all vacation together. They literally focus on family and bringing it up and leaving more to the next generation and building upon that. It's a cultural thing that a
Mhm.
lot of American Jewish people have. It's a
It's
huge cultural thing.
it's actually
It's
beautiful. It's actually kind of
Yes, it
beautiful.
is. It is amazing because it is family taking care of family and trying to build wealth and trying to build authority because that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. That's why I'm saying it's a cultural thing. Maybe, it's time for all of us to try to be Jewish because no shit. Like, yeah, I mean, dude, and you know me, like I got one, I am one of the reasons why population is failing. I got one kid, it's me and my wife, that's it. Like, but I'm telling you, like, we need very strong familial units to gather together. Everybody's worried about the Jewish people taking over the world or they're the Illuminati. It's because they're family, motherfuckers. It's because they take care of each other. It's because they take care of
Yeah.
generational wealth. I have never met a Jewish person that has in any way any type of success that doesn't bring up the term generational wealth constantly. And Mark doesn't even know that I know other Jewish people that say the same shit he says. But it is
No,
literally
no, I know these people, Alan. We have a conference call every Thursday night. When I'm done with this, because we couldn't do it Friday because we
yeah,
can't use electricity and shit. So
yeah.
it's the Sabbath.
But that's the thing. Like it's very weird. Like the things that are considered a bad thing. Like notice how it's called being Jewish if you're cheap. It's not cheap. It's frugal, right?
Oh, I am
And
I am such a
frugal,
Jew. Alan knows.
right?
Dude, but Alan, you are more of a Jew than I am, bro.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
My
Way
wife
more.
is like, oh, dude, you are the so I'm very cheap. I'm
Yeah,
very cheap.
yeah.
Alan is like fucking like a TV show like where they steal the ketchup packets from McDonald's cheap.
That's not quite the. I actually, I'll make my own ketchup. So
Oh no, that's even worse.
yeah, I'll
He's
make my own
my
ketchup.
man's over here fucking stomping tomatoes. I got a question for
No,
you though,
hell
real
yeah.
quick. What is
Yeah.
so a Zionist, from what I understand, is someone who believes that Israel shall exist, right? Is there anything I want to ask you this, Don, because I'm serious because I keep seeing the word Zionism, and
Yeah.
I truly believe that we should not get rid of the state of Israel. And one reason is because it actually is an ally of America's in the Middle East, which we kind of like having oil and allies. And it's already there. What are we going to do? Like kick all the Jews
Right.
out? Where are they going to go? So I have a question, guys. This is not me, and we'll end. I know we got to go soon, but I really want to address this because it's something that I have yet to be able to figure out. And I've asked the question: what is a Zion? Am I a Zionist because I believe we shouldn't wipe Israel off the face of the earth? Or am I just someone who likes Israel? Like, what is a Zionist? I have yet to be able to find, because according to the dictionary, it means someone who supports the state of Israel, I believe, because I looked it up. So am I a Zionist or not? Because I honestly think Israel should stay. But I mean, what does it mean, Alan? Can you help?
I don't know exactly.
That's two
So
of
shit.
us.
But I mean, and I honestly, I don't care. I'm gonna look up. It's so stupid that people argue over this shit. A
But
supporter of Zionism, a
no, hold
person
on.
who
Let me.
believes
Do you
in
mind?
the development and protection of a Jewish nation in what is now Israel. So,
Can
a
I
person who
look it? Can I
believes in
look it
development.
up? I know that you're kind of bored by this, but I'm really
No, I'm joking.
I'm really I mean I'm kind of bored by it, but I'm really kind of confused on this. Hold on, let me share the screen real quick.
No, it's nothing
Um,
I'm bored. It's nothing I'm bored by it. I really, I don't get it. I don't understand
but
why we kill each other over shit like this.
I just want to
I
know.
just don't.
I just want to know what it means. I'm really concerned with the definition. A political movement for the establishment and support of a national homeland for Jews in Palestine, now concerned chiefly with development of modern state of Israel, a policy or movement for Jews to return to Palestine from the diaspora. So the primary goal is to establish a basis for a Jewish homeland in Palestine. Okay. I don't. Yeah. So basically, they want Jews to return to Palestine.
Well,
Is there more to it? That I don't see that as a big deal. That's like saying,
so
hey,
that's actually the thing to the people that are saying, like, what does it matter? Like, that's my question. What does it matter? Like, if he's a Zionist, not a Zionist, what does it actually matter? I don't get
but
it.
I don't
What
wait,
is it?
but
What is that? What does that mean about what is if you think he's a Zionist or I'm a Zionist? I don't give a fuck. But
but
what do you think that means about us?
but
Like
there is
that's
no
the thing. Is it
there's
said as
nothing
an
in that
insult or something?
there's nothing in that definition, Alan, that says that you put Israel over any other land. It says that you believe that Jews should go to Israel. It's kind of like, forgive me if this is not this is a comparison, this is not me saying it.
Yeah.
Remember when racists would say blacks go back to Africa? Wouldn't you want old Jews to go back to Israel if you don't like them? I'm so confused. Like, that's not what the definition says. Is it like vaccine? Are we changing definitions now?
I don't
I'm
know.
kind of
I
confused.
really don't.
Oh, Israel. Oh, dude, I am so against this. Yes. If I'm
Yeah,
anti-Zionism, if it means sending money to Israel.
yeah, shit. I'm anti sending money to fucking anybody. Pay attention. Where the fuck you
Oh,
been?
I'm anti-Ukraine. I'm anti-UK.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
anti everybody.
anti-Israel. I'm anti-Pakistan. I'm anti-Canada. I'm anti-everything but
Shit.
America.
Shit, I'm close our foreign bases, line our fucking borders with our military, sit the fuck down, become energy independent, drill, frack, get everything fucking going here. We can grow hemp, do all this shit, kick our fucking corrupt ass government the fuck out, and us just chill. That's what I'm
Instead of
for.
sending the Jews
And
back
then
to Israel, we line the border with Jews, and they will
oh,
just annoy people so much they won't come over. Oh, my coffee is too bitter.
dude, it's fucking
Oh,
crazy.
Hal, you're driving too fast, Hal. I would like the pastrami on rye, please.
I love it. I love it. You know, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't understand why why we kill each other over this shit. Like, I wish we,
Uh,
like, I know we got to go. I know we got to go soon, but
uh,
I don't get it. Like, I don't, we're gonna kill stuff about like what you individually believe. Like, I'm an atheist, right? So I see stuff from a little. This is why I'm an atheist, because if any of your guys' fucking religions actually existed, they wouldn't want you trying to kill off other religions. They'd want you minding your own motherfucking business. You know, it's insane. And people can't say that it's just the Muslims. Nah, you Christian and Catholic motherfuckers are fucking historic savages. I don't even get what the fuck people don't see about this shit. Stop killing each other over your fucking religious
oh
beliefs.
my God.
Please. Jesus
Our,
Christ.
our comment section is so good today.
I will
No
say pastrami is
pastrami on
amazing.
rye. That will bring them here.
That's outstanding.
You guys have made my entire week. I mean, nah, stop being serious. This is better.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man. I appreciate this, Alan. Thank you so much for this
Yeah.
conversation today. And now
Hell yeah, man.
I would like to say that I have learned nothing. I still have no idea what Zionist means. And this
Oh,
has
and
done
by
nothing.
the way, since it's the biggest, since it's right at our title, this was our evening rant. We're going to be doing these fairly often. And Illinois did remove Trump from the ballot, but I'm sure that won't matter.
Hey, but hey, like Trump stood a chance in fucking Illinois. That's a waste of ink at that point. Like,
Yeah, it
whatever.
is.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, but here's the deal. Just remember, if there's anything you learned from today, it's that the woman's booty is the greatest thing in the world.
And gorilla dicks are small. Remember
Yes.
that too. So
All right.
we
On that
covered
note,
we
guys,
we covered all here, motherfuckers. Hell yeah. All right, everybody have a good night.
peace
We'll talk
out.
later, motherfucker. Bye.